Good morning children, how are you all? I hope all of you are fine and doing well along with your family members. Now today we are going to start with first chapter under civics, that is understanding diversity. Till now you were only having social science, but now you will have three parts under social science, that is history, geography and civics. So under civics we are going to start with very first chapter, that is understanding diversity. Now let us begin with that. So from the word diversity itself, diverse, you can understand that diverse, it means different. All the people who are living in this world are completely different from each other. They may be similar to each other or they may be different from each other. So there are many different people in this world who are having different characteristics, and they live according to their culture, their religious background and all of it. But first let us understand diversity. So what is diversity? So we all know India is having a huge population. So all of them cannot have the same characteristics. So what is diversity? Diversity refers to the existence of different people who are having different qualities, different personality traits that make them unique. Say for example, I am teaching social science. So I am having an expertise in teaching this particular subject. Whereas if you take the example of another ma'am who's teaching you say maths or science, so these ma'am will have their expertise in their subjects. So this is how we all are different, we are all diverse. So this is what the word diversity means, where we, that is we the people, are having different qualities along with different personality traits that make us unique. So it is the word that shapes our identity, to which gender we are, what religion we follow, what culture we have. So all of it will be included in diversity. This was about diversity, where there are many people who all are different, their languages being spoken are different, their food is different, their culture is different, their religions are different, all of it are different, and when these all are combined, we frame the word diversity, that is diverse, different. Now we will study that how diversity actually occurs. So diversity occurs in three terms. I will again repeat it. Diversity occurs in three terms. Now which are these three terms? Region, religion and culture. Now we can divide diversity into three different terms: region, religion and culture. So now let us start with say region. So region you all must be knowing. So what is region? Region is a particular area or a particular place which we are talking about. Say for example, I am talking about Gujarat region. So what is the language being spoken over here? We have Gujarati. Say for example, Punjab. So what is the language being spoken over there? Punjabi. Say for example, Maharashtra. So what is the language being spoken over there? Marathi. Say Tamil Nadu. So the language being spoken over there will be Tamil. Say for example, Goa. So what is the language being spoken over there? Konkani. So all of this you can see from the picture itself that according to the different regions we have different languages. So all of it is different. Even the food which we consume in Gujarat will differ according to the foods consumed in different states. So in the next picture you will see that there are different foods being shown. So say for example, if you see thepla or dhokla, even if I don't tell you that which caste do I belong to or which state do I belong to, from the food itself you can make out that ma'am must be Gujarati or any other person must be Gujarati, because we are associated with theplas and dhoklas. So it is not that the food decides, but we just create an image of a person by when they just tell us the type of food they consume. Now say for example, I am talking about sambar, idli, rasam, dosa. So all of you can make out all these type of foods will be consumed by say in any part of South India. If I am talking about say chole bhature, then you all can make out it must be on the north of India, that is say Punjab or that side. If I say particularly rice and fish, so that will be considered under West Bengal. See, Bengalis will be eating that. So this is the type of image that we create for people on the basis of their food. So this is what? This is diversity in terms of region. So we have studied diversity in terms of region, where we have classified different regions with different languages and different regions with different foods. So this was about diversity in terms of region. Now the second which we have is diversity in terms of religion. So what is diversity in terms of religion? That is, there are different religions being followed in India. Earlier it was believed that India is considered to be predominantly a Hinduism culture, where Hinduism was the only religion where people would follow, which people would follow the most. But now today we have not just Hinduism, but we have different religions like Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Jews, Parsis, all of it are what? All of these are different religions which today people are following. So this is what? This is diversity in terms of regions. From the picture also you can see that plus sign stands for Christianity, where Om is written, it denotes or it signifies Hinduism. So this is how different signs are made, where in Jainism we have Mahavir Swami sitting in a yoga posture. So this is how different signs are there, different symbols are there which signify, which are depicting different religions. So this was diversity in terms of religion. Now we will study diversity in terms of culture. So this is the third part where we will study diversity in terms of culture. So now what is diversity in terms of culture? Now if I take the example of Gujarat, the state in which I am living. So for example, over here playing Garba is our culture, it is our tradition. So there are different cultures for different states. Now take the example of Maharashtra, or say the example of Rajasthan, where their dance form is Ghumar. So this is what? This is diversity in terms of culture, where Ghumar is their cultural background, that is, it is their culture which they are taking forward since many years. So these are the different states. Now you can see, say for example Maharashtra, we have Lavani dance. So this is their dance form which is depicting their culture. For Assam we have Bihu dance which is depicting their culture. For Maharashtra, as I said, we have Lavani dance. So likewise there are different dance forms for different states, where I have given the example of their dance forms as their culture. So this is how it goes. So this was about diversity in terms of culture, where we have studied different states and their different dance forms. So now we will quickly have a recap of all those things which we have studied, starting with the very first, what is diversity, and then the terms in which diversity occurs. So what is diversity? Diversity refers to the existence of different people in the country, where all the people are different, their personality traits are different and their identities are different. So this is what you mean by the term diversity. Now we will quickly revise the terms of diversity, that is in which three terms it occurs. First is region, where there are different regions, where we had studied the example of states. For Gujarat we have Gujarati, for West Bengal we have Bengali, for Maharashtra we have Marathi. So this is on the basis of the region. Next we have is on the basis of the religion, where we have different religions to be followed, like Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, all of it. So that was on the basis of the religion. Next we have is on the basis of the culture, where say for example playing Garba is our culture, Lavani dance is a culture, it's a cultural form which is for the state of Maharashtra. So like this. So this was about diversity and the three terms in which diversity occurs. region, religion and culture. So this was it for today. I hope all of you have clearly understood it, because these are very simple topics and I know you have already previously studied, so it becomes very much easy for you to be clear with these concepts. Thank you and have a nice day.